last discovery that we make in this week about the grace of God is how it actually empowers us to live godly and purposeful and peaceful lives. Now, Paul is writing to a young Titus, who is one of the believers who came to Jesus through Paul's testimony. So let's read in Titus 2 verse 11. It says, "The grace of God has appeared, and it brings salvation to all people." But then he continues to say, it trains us to renounce ungodliness and to renounce worldly passions. But it trains us also to live self-controlled, upright, and godly lives in this present age. So at first we are reminded that the grace of God, that means His undeserved favor over us, has brought salvation to all people. And we've been discovering that right through this week. But Paul now continues. He steps up to help us to discover that grace goes further in our lives. So let's look at the two dimensions of how grace trains us. The first one, grace trains us like a personal trainer to accomplish a standard of living that we could not achieve previously on our own. It's just like a personal trainer in a gym where, at first you could only lift the weight 5 or 6 times, but the trainer is there to encourage you and to show you how to take that weight and to lift it multiple times. In the same way, grace now trains us to renounce ungodliness. We believe that we have the power to say no to people and maybe to our own desires that will try and pull us back into a life of godless living. Grace doesn't just train us to say no, it also trains us to say yes. It's the personal trainer that trains us to live self-controlled, upright, and godly lives in this present age. I think this is a very practical process, and how I experienced it as I learned more about Jesus and I learned more about His values, they became so strong in my own heart that through His grace, I got the courage but also the strength to live with Him and also to live for Him, to live out His purposes on earth. So when you read about the grace of God, I hope you will remember that Jesus, through His grace, is like a personal trainer that will empower us to go way beyond what we thought we could ever do. So here's our affirmation for today. Grace empowers me to choose the right things in life.